Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening. It is kind of late afternoon here on the West Coast, evening on the East Coast. This will be my one video for today because there was not a lot going on, and yet it might be one of the most instrumental days of the journey. So let me talk about that for a minute. There's something that occurred today. One of the things that's been evident on this journey is everything has been unexpected, unscripted, and just when I thought that, you know what, I can't imagine this happening, I'm going to have a terrible day or a terrible week, something develops, and I'm in the right place at the right time, and something like that happened today. Something today occurred. Um, Essentially, I on this journey, I have tried to talk to as many people, hear their stories as often as possible, share my story and my message of pointing the thumb as much as possible. But you know, if you've had kids or if kids have been involved, I certainly go out of my way to make that happen. I think kids are where we're going to start changing the world a little bit with tolerance, pointing the thumb, ownership, accountability, and I think that's where it's at. Today, because I happened to be where I was at the time I saw a program on TV that marked just a real tragedy about a young lady, and it moved me not to the verge, but actually to tears. I know that's not a hard thing to do, but still, it was definitely emotional. And I reached out to the organization to talk to them about it because it compelled me enough that I think I would like to incorporate it somehow as kind of a quintessential moment in the journey of pointing the thumb and tying us in and asking kids to be leaders to some degree of this cause. And I shouldn't say of the cause, just it moved me. Now, I will share it with you. I don't want to do it just yet though, because I'm waiting on an email as we speak, because I'd like to see how much help we can give before I talk about it. And I'm kind of talking about it in the gray terms. But trust me, if you know me and you know how passionate I am about things, for something to move me and compel me to the point that with 2 weeks to go on this journey, it's changed the outlook for me. That was pretty monumental. Certainly discussing it will not hurt, but I don't want to keep kind of building on it. I'd like to be able to share any details I may have with you guys about it when I do, and I will. So, that's something that was exciting for me. Uh, I will be in Barstow, California tomorrow. I'll be announcing the website where you guys can log on, keep the website or the app on, and track me as I go along my journey from Barstow on into Santa Monica, California. It's exciting. I don't know what's going to hold for me the remainder of the trip, but we're going to find out together. So it's really weird, though, the way the trip is going to kind of break down. If you get to a map and you look at Barstow, California, there's two ways I can go. I can go up around mountains and come into LA from the north, or I can kind of cut through the mountains to a town called Victorville and then down towards San Bernardino and come across through like Pasadena and Beverly Hills, which is probably the route I'm going to go. But essentially, when I get to Barstow, I'm going to be about 8 days out, and I'm only going to have to go about 140 miles or so. So you do the math, that's about 16, 17, 18 miles a day. So I won't have to do those 35-mile days. I'll be well ahead of myself. But it's kind of interesting. I haven't been in an area this populated since probably St. Louis, I'm going to guess. And even then, it was only a hit and run day there. But when I get to Barstow, there's still big gaps. Victorville is like 32, 33 miles from Barstow. And then to get to the next town, I'm going to be in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of nowhere for a day. Because the next town is like another 30-something miles. And my point is, if I do all those in 2 days, which may be possible, I don't know how the mountains are going to work out. But I'm only going to have about 80 miles to go over like 6 days. So I'm going to have like nothing. But at the same time, I don't want to say nothing because there's going to be so much population. I'm really looking forward to getting some stories and talking